Hello everybody, welcome home and welcome back to Shmini300 Plays More Mega Man 2. In episode number 1, we gave you the breakdown as to why we're here and why I love this game. And we also completed Metal Man and Flash Man. Now we're going to carry on and do a couple more bosses. Probably 3 according to my timetable. But we'll, the card is subject to change, I suppose. But seeing as how I'm recording and I'm not live, I could just record this, not be happy with it, and start all over again. That is the magic of not being live. With these guys, the tip is if there's a small frog on the screen, the big frog won't make any more small frogs. When you're about to jump from this platform to the next one, shoot a metal blade at the apex of your jump. And you get all of them in one shot, and you won't get hit. Yeah, this is Bubble Man, by the way. Sorry I didn't introduce that. The game did for me, so. This is a theme song I underappreciated for a long time, too. I obviously have my favorites, but even the levels that aren't my favorites are still bangers. As you may have, if you don't know, and you may have guessed, those little fun black spiky things of doom are not good to touch. If you touch those, you are instantly killed. So don't do that. You can kind of press through here. You basically don't have to touch those alien squid-looking things at all. You can if you want. And I felt like it, so I will. But whatever you do not jump here and do not touch those black things. It just ruins your day, really. Also worth noting that I should have done in the intro and I just thought of now. This will obviously be a playthrough of no glitches and no shortcuts. That's not how we do things here, despite the exceptions to that rule. Which I own up to. You know I do. I'm talking mainly about the Zelda 2 final boss. If you haven't seen that, spoilers. Alright, Bubble Man. Normally he's weak to metal, but since we're going for the all pea shooter run, which obviously does not mean the no damage run, because that's extremely difficult with the pea shooter. But he just kind of flops around, shoots his little bubbles, shoots his air shooter, and then there, Bob's your uncle. We will acquire the bubble lead from him, which when you look at it, it's not very impressive, but is absolutely critical. Actually, that's a perfect amount of time we're at right now, according to my schedule. Alright, so now we're going to hit up. So here is actually the level that is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this series. This is Airman. His level is annoying a little bit. His music isn't my favorite, but it's okay. But the reason why we're here is I am here to debunk something that has actually kind of bothered me. There is a full community of people that think Airman, as a boss, is too hard to defeat. And when I say that, I mean it because I've actually seen people going to the lengths of making a song and a music video about how hard and unfair Airman is. Which, even on difficult, is absurd. I think it's just, I don't understand it. I understand that I have an affinity for video games and maybe I'm downplaying I don't know, maybe I'm an elitist making fun of people that, I don't know, I have no idea. But in my opinion, he's not that hard. Is Airman really, really hard to defeat without taking damage? Totally. Totally. He's really, really hard to, I mean, he might even be impossible to beat without taking damage. I try to avoid taking damage. I've never tried to do it without taking damage. But I'm going to show you. And I understand, I guess, why people think he's difficult. When he shoots his air shooter at you, there's like a wind on it. So you have to kind of like measure your jumps of his weapon accordingly, which can be difficult for sure. But people going to those lengths to express how hard he is, I don't get it. Maybe it's in jest and I just missed the joke. Sure. If that's the case, hey, I'll own up to that. I have a sense of humor, but I'm oblivious to things as well. Ask my girlfriend. It happens. So here we are. So like I said, that level wasn't anything special, really. His weakness is Woodman's, but we don't have it yet. His next weakness, to the best of my knowledge, is the pea shooter. So it actually works out. So you'll see what I'm talking about in a second here. But like, the battle happens pretty fast, so it's going to be hard for me to show you step by step exactly how I'm going to do it. But like, he's going to shoot air shooters out at different places on the screen. It's random every time, within a certain degree. You just jump over the one closest to you and just keep shooting your pea shooter at him. After 3 shots that he makes at you, he'll jump over you, doing nothing in the meantime, giving you plenty of time to attack him, get close to him, and finish him off. So if someone can explain to me why people think this is really, really hard, please do, because so watch. Yeah, that's a pain, but your shooter goes under his lowest one. Like, someone explain to me how that's that hard. I don't get it. I do not understand. So someone, please, someone who's smarter than me, explain to me why that's that hard. I don't get it. Even on difficult, yes, he's tough to beat without taking a lot of damage. But man, I just don't understand. So this is another item thing. So this one we're going to fast forward through a little bit. Item 2 is a rocket you get to ride, which we will use multiple times on this run. All right, so next is our friend Quickman. And actually, I told myself I was going to do Quickman first, but I lied to myself. So Quickman, music's pretty good. Level is very tough. His shtick is that he's got these beams that come across the screen that if you touch them, you die. Straight up. And it probably will happen. In all my practice runs before doing this series, I got hit by them quite often. You got to be real quick. So the fact that people have made music videos about Airman the boss and not about Quickman the level completely confounds me. I don't get that. So these ones here are a bit easier to dodge. Those bad boys there are the ones you want to avoid. We're heading to the right, even though it's a bit more dangerous, because there's some goodies down this way that we want to get our hands on. Extra man and an E-tank. So aside from those beams, this level is nothing special, but those beams make this level quite notable. I don't know why these fire dudes have anything to do with being quick, but hey, whatever. So here we go. So this hopefully will go well, but we'll see. So you gots to be real quick. This is really very focused. Beautiful. So you do have Flashman's ability, which is a time stopper, which does stop those. But I wanted to test myself and see if I could do it. And also because it's worth noting is that Quickman, the boss battle, in difficult is much harder than on normal. And if you use the Flashman time stopper, if you use the entire bar against Flashman or against Quickman, that will remove half of Quickman's life before he even gets a chance to touch you. So it's worthwhile it's very much worthwhile saving your flash time stopper on difficult to save it for the boss fight, for sure. So here's Quickman. He's gonna hop around, just throw some boomerangs at us. But you just kind of keep shooting at him, jump up a little bit, and he's just nothing to write home about, really. I took one hit there. All right, so that is Bubbleman, Airman, and Quickman down, and slightly over my projected time, which is good because my projected time was 9 minutes. So, I think I will call this there and leave you hanging for more, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all your support so far. It really, really does not go unappreciated. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And as always, be kind, be strong, and be awesome. And take care of yourself.